everyone, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today I have Sean in the studio with me, and we're going to be playing Flames of War version 4 Late War. I'm kind of excited about this because you've brought your Soviets, and I don't think we've had a game of Flames of War with Soviets for over a year and a half on the channel. I think Jacob and Sam played a game and filmed it. And it's one of our most popular videos, actually. It has like tens of thousands of views. And people have been asking for Soviets. When are Soviets going to be on the channel? But neither Jake nor I collect Soviets, so they haven't been on very often. So
I answered the call.
You answered the call, so I'm kind of excited. And you are bringing Russian heavy armor. Is it a heavy assault gun battalion? Is that what it is? So we'll look at the armies here in just a moment, but he's got a lot of heavy armor. Now I'm taking elite Germans. I'm not normally playing a German player, but we're going to see how it goes. I've got some good stuff that might scare you. I think the JadgTiger is definitely going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I don't really want to get my big expensive tanks lined up for that. So.
And even the Panthers, you can hurt the Panthers pretty well, but the Panthers might be a little scary. But I brought AA, but you don't have any planes. No IL-2s, but my AA keeps me in the game. It's a core platoon, so even then, that's good. So it'll be interesting to see how the battle goes. Do you have any predictions, Sean? How do you think this is going to go?
I just keep telling myself, just don't play scared. Just send all that Russian steel down there, and yeah, don't hide too much. So
that's how. Even if you lose, there's another wave right behind you attacking the same area. So yeah, so we already decided the mission. We rolled off. We're just playing straight up free for all. We haven't rolled for attacker or anything like that. So we'll get set up. We'll look at the armies, and we'll be back with the game.
All right. So I got my 1750 points of heavy assault guns. So I got my HQ is IS-2 1943. And I got 3 heavy assault guns, 2 platoons of 122s, and 1 platoon of 152s. Then I got the heavy assault gun reconnaissance unit, just rifle machine gun teams, nothing too special there. And then I just got a tank Kobe unit, 3 85s, and then just the 5 76s. That's it.
Okay, here's my 1750 points of late war Germans. This list is built from the new Armies of Late War book for version 4. And that book, as you know, is pretty generic. So this is a generic Panzer IV company. So I've got a HQ Panzer IV. In my core formation, in addition to that HQ, I have 3 Panzer IVs, 3 Panthers, and then 2 2-centimeter anti-aircraft guns, basically. And then in support, I have a Panzer Grenadier platoon with an attached Panzer Shrek, and a mighty JadgTiger. So I'm hoping he'll do some work this battle. So that's it, a very small elite force, 1750 late war Germans. Alright, so the mission again is free for all, and we are deployed. We have not rolled for first turn yet. As you can see, the Germans are on this side of the table, Soviets are on that long edge. We have 2 Soviet objectives, one here and one all the way over here behind this building. And I'm deployed with my JadgTiger Panzer Grenadiers defending that. Panthers kind of in the middle, backed up by the HQ. And holding this objective, we've got Panzer IVs as well as my AA platoon. Over on the Soviet side, my objectives are here and back there. He's got a nice big blob T-34s, some Su-122s, his infantry, and then over here some more heavy armor across from his objective. So we're going to go ahead and roll off for first turn. Okay, so here's the roll for first turn. And it's a tie. Let's do that again. Alright, so it's first turn to the Soviets. Somewhere in the Eastern Front. Summer, I guess. It's very summery. The Soviets have launched an assault. Can the Germans hold them off? We'll find out. Soviet turn 1.
right. Well, just moved up, didn't do any shooting. Just trying to stay out of 2 inches of these hedges so this JadgTiger can't blast those guys away. But I'll keep those in strategic reserve. Just kind of trying to inch up as much as possible, but not take a lot of hits from either the Panthers or the JadgTiger. So I'm kind of edging up, and I was pretty aggressive with the T-34s.
Oh yeah.
And I do have the 122s kind of covering them in a way, but trying to stay as aggressive as possible without just, losing a third of my army in one turn. So.
All right, so on to Soviet. Wait, do we have any Soviet shooting? No.
No shooting.
No shooting. All right, so on to German, turn 1. Okay, first movement order of the game. These guys are going to try to perform a blitz. So let's see that 3 up. Oh, they fail. I bet Sean just sighed relief.
Didn't even see it, but yeah, that's right.
I mean, it was a 6. No, they failed. All right, my company command Panzer IV is going to try a blitz move. And he fails as well. These Germans are just not motivated today. All right, these Panthers are going to try to blitz. Certainly one of my 3 tank units can successfully blitz in a turn. No, they can't. And I destroyed a Panther in the process. Sorry, Jacob. All right, recapping German movement. My AA trucks moved around the corner so they're not destroyed. These guys failed a blitz, but a couple of them moved to get some shots into those T-34s. Commander failed his blitz. He moved to shoot at some T-34s. These guys failed their blitz, and they kind of shuffled around to put some fire down there. But all of my units are hitting at 1 worse. So basically, these guys are veteran for a turn. Nice.
Coming in hot and heavy.
All right. So on to German shooting, turn 1. Okay, we've assigned our targets thusly. Normally these guys are hit on a 3. I failed my special order, so they are hit on a 4. 2 shots at this guy, looking for 4s. And, well, at least they can hit. And then we're targeting this guy with those 2 tanks, hitting on 4s. And we got 2 more. Guess we didn't roll any 3s, so that failed rule, or didn't really hurt us that much. All right, so we're going to go ahead and assign these, then we'll be back with some armor saves. All right, so Sean's going to try to swap this hit, which would be side armor on this T-34, to that T-34-85, which would be a front armor. And he is successful, so that goes to this one.
Yep.
And it'll be front.
Okay, let's start rolling. I'll do this one, front armor, so 7 against 11.
11, yep. So
it's penetrating.
That is a pen.
This one's the front. I think I need a 6. Nope.
So that's another pen. No. Wait, you're front armor 6, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So you rolled a 5, so this is a possible bail.
Great. And then this one, it's a front.
Yeah, front. That's a
penetration.
10.
And then the front one, I need a 6.
That's a side, yeah, so there you need.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so 3 pens and 1 possible bail. So here, 3 up firepower on. I want this one to die because he is a scary T-34-85 with a bigger gun. And we got him. This one is 3+ to bail, so he's fine. And then this guy here, 3+ to destroy, he's destroyed. And then the company commander, 3+, and we got him as well, but you can swap him to a different tank.
Okay, I think it's just the platoon.
Platoon commander can still be swapped.
Oh, okay, and that's automatic, right?
Yeah, it's automatic.
Okay, I'll figure that out later.
All right, so we destroyed 3 T-34s, bailed out 1. Oh no, we failed to bail out, so he's just fine. So 3 destroyed T-34s over there. Next up, we're going to be shooting the company commander. He had to move. He failed his blitz. He can't see this guy more than half of that tank, so actually no, it's going to be cover because of this wall. This wall's short terrain. So normally you're hit on a 3, 4 because I blitzed, 5 because of the wall. So let's see if the company commander can score a hit. No, he misses. All right, next up, my Panthers are firing at long range. 2 of them are targeting this tank. They can see him out in the open, but it's long range, and I failed a blitz, so I'm going to need 5s to hit him. My last Panther's going after him with cover, so I'm going to need a 6. So let's see if we can get a couple 5s here on this T-34. No, snake eyes. And then a 6 for this T-34. No. Oh, jeez. Lots of 1s. So I believe that is it for my firing, Sean. So my JadgTiger has no shots. So we're going to go straight into recap. I didn't do much. I killed 3 T-34s. On to Soviet turn 2. Alright, so Sean has decided his targets for his T-34 platoon. This T-34 has, it's going to be targeting him. It's going to be side no matter what, but you're going to need, I believe, a 6 to hit.
Yeah.
On 4 base, 5 because of hen and chicks, which makes it 1 harder to hit, and 6 because I am concealed. So let's do that one first, Sean.
Okay, this guy, see if we can get a nice hammer and sickle. Nope.
Nope.
I'll do the 2 just 76s.
And those are targeting the same guy.
See, so, nope.
No, oh no. Those,
and I'll do the
those
280, 285s.
here's the ones you want.
Nope.
No. Alright, so that's the T-34 platoon kind of whiffed. These guys are breathing a sigh of relief, although over there more heavy armor is coming. Alright, so we'll continue Russian shooting. Alright, Sean's going to recap his turn 2. Go for it, Sean.
Alright, so the most exciting part was shooting, and I only got 1 shot each. I need 6s, so I really can't expect too much, but no hits. I got these guys knocking them up because they really can't be hurt by anything too easily over here. So he had to get side shots with the Panzer IVs.
Yeah.
So might as well get those guys up here. These guys fearlessly took a tactical position around the objective, so I don't have those AT coming in hot at the last second.
Oh yeah, so you were worried that the AA trucks might try to make an end run for the objective.
Yeah, and then over here, I try to blitz to so these guys can actually shoot because they can't move and shoot. Maybe put a little pressure on the Panthers, but they failed it, so I just, maybe planning for next turn. So I kind of still have to stay hidden from this JadgTiger here, but so I got to keep those guys out there still. But hopefully I can do a little bit more next turn.
Yeah. So just to point out, these guys are more than 2 inches away from the edge, so they are out of line of sight. And then these guys, I didn't know this till Sean explained to me that the Su-152s cannot move and shoot. So he wanted to make a blitz roll to maybe let them shoot, but since he failed it, there was no shooting from them. So that's it for Soviet turn 2 on to German turn 2. Alright, still in the movement phase. This company commander is going to attempt another blitz on a 3+. Let's see if he can do it this time. No he can't. Alright, these guys are going to attempt a blitz. This is my 5th blitz test. I have yet to pass one. So let's see that 3 up. Ah! We made it. Alright, these guys are going to attempt a blitz. This is my 5th blitz test. I have yet to pass one. So let's see that 3 up. Ah! We made it. Okay, recapping German movement. These guys advanced a little bit, putting some pressure here on the Russian, I guess this is your right flank. These guys aren't going to be able to leave to support over here easily with the infantry. Just 1 turn away, well, a turn and a half maybe, to get to the objective. Then over here my Panthers successfully blitzed, so they moved over. I've got some shots down that way, and maybe some shots there. He failed his blitz, but he's got a shot. And these guys are staying put to unload on the T-34s. And these guys drove around the hedge into the woods, and they're going to get very small and very tiny and try not to die. So on to German shooting for turn 2. Okay, so my company commander, 1 shot into his rear. Normally a 3 up, 4 up, because I failed my blitz. He can see him out in the open, so let's see if we can get that 4 up. No, company commander has failed yet again. Alright, these 3 Panzer IVs did not move. That's going to give them 6 shots. They're all going to target this platoon commander. They are on the edge, so these shots are going to count as out in the open. Because when you're 2 inches of the edge, it counts like you're on the edge. So I'm just hitting you on 3s this time because I didn't fail anything. I didn't fail any blitzes or anything. Alright, so 6 shots, looking for 3s. 2 hits. Well, their luck just swung the other way, didn't it? So one has to go on the platoon commander, and then the other one I'm going to go ahead and put on this T-34-85. That's too close for you to swap, so if you just want to go straight to your armor rolls.
Sounds good. Okay, I'll do the commander first. I think I need to get a 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's 6 versus anti-tank 11. So you need a 5 to equal. So that's a pen on him. And then his armor's better, 7. So you need a 4 to equal. And a 6 bounces, so that one goes away. And then we got a 3 up to destroy this guy. Oh. And he is gone. Of course, the platoon commander can swap to any tank within 6. Alright, next up, my Panthers are going to fire. These 2 are going to be firing into that SU-152 that's kind of on the end. This guy's firing, it's concealed across the fence line and only see part of the tank. Long range, so I'm going to be hitting on 5s for him. And we got 1 hit so far. And then this guy's going to be firing on the same target. He needs a 4 for just long range. He's not concealed. And he misses. And then this fella is firing 2 shots into the back of this T-34-85. There is a wall right here, a low wall. So he is getting concealment long range, so we need some 5s to hit this guy as well. I got 2. So we're going to see if he can see anybody. Actually, no one's going to be within 6 of him, so they're both going to go onto him. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and it's your rear of your tank.
I can't do anything.
So you can't do anything. So 2 3+ firepowers for him. He's dead once. And then over here, Sean is going to get an armor save. It's AT-14. Your front armor is normally 9. It goes to a 10. So you need a 4 to equal or 5 or higher to bounce.
All right. Oh.
All right, so 3+ firepower for that tank, and he is dead as well. So the Panthers kind of redeemed themselves after last turn, killing 2 tanks. Alright, that's the end of the shooting phase, so I'm going to try to do a movement order with these guys. They're going to try to scoot and shoot on a 3-up. They do. Okay, so that's it for German turn 2. Not a bad turn. We managed to kill 2 more T-34s, including one of the dangerous T-34-85s, and they successfully shooted and scooted. So at least Sean's going to have to move to get on my side. And then we killed one of those really scary SU-152s over there. And then I'm pushing the objective on this side. So on to Soviet turn 3. Alright, so Sean's going to try to blitz with his SU-152s on a 4-up, right?
Yep. Trained.
Oh!
So I think they'll just tactically move.
I gotcha. Alright, so first up, Sean's going to fire his SU-122s at my AA tracks, try to knock them out. They are a core platoon, so their loss would hurt. However, it's a rate of fire 1 gun. They moved, so it's +1 to hit. So I'm hit on a 4 normally, 5 for concealment, 6. Oh, I guess it's just 6 for moving.
All right.
Yep.
Any hammers? Nope.
No. Okay. All right. So next up, Sean's going to be firing his T-34 platoon. He's got 1 T-34-85 still alive, and 2 of the regular ones. They're going to be going into the Panzer IVs, try to get some of that sweet side armor. So normally I'm hit on a 4, 5 because I'm concealed, 6 because of hen and chicks. So, Sean, you want to start with the regular T-34s?
Get some 6s.
Let's see some hammers and sickles. No.
Nope. And I'll do
1 T-34-85. There you go. I cannot stop that. Who was his target?
I'll go ahead and I'll target this front tank.
All right, so 3-up firepower.
All right, let's do some damage. All right, first kill.
First kill, first kill for the Soviets, but every kill hurts. All right, next up, Sean's battalion commander is going to be trying to punk out this Panther here. It's long range. I'm hit on a 4. You did move, rate of fire 1 weapon, so you were looking for a 6 on that massive gun.
All right.
Let's see if you can see another hammer and sickle.
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe. Oh, Uncle Joe is not pleased. All right, next up, those two SU-122s are firing 2 shots into the infantry, needing 6s with moving and concealment from that wall. No. And is that it for shooting, Sean?
Yes, it is.
All right. So, and do you have any scooting and shooting?
Not able to because everyone moved.
Everyone moved. All right. So it's going to be on to German turn 3. All right. Next, these infantry are going to try to blitz. Let's see that 3 up. All right. Okay, recapping German movement for turn 3. I've got a couple of dangerous things going on. So my infantry blitzed into that field, putting them within striking distance of the objective next turn. And the JadgTiger moved up. He's going to be able to shoot at one of the SU-122s behind the hedge, but the others are blocked by my own infantry. Over here, one of my Panthers repositioned so I can get some shots downrange at the SU-152s. Company commander stayed put for 2 shots over here. The Panzers stayed put so they can put full rate of fire into the T-34s. My trucks ended up moving so that, 1, it puts the trucks between the tanks and the infantry, and 2, my tanks didn't have to move to be able to fire at the T-34s. So that's kind of the thought process there. So I've got a lot of firing going on. Let's see if we can make anything happen in German shooting phase turn 3. Alright, first up, the mighty JadgTiger is going to fire for the first time this game. He's going to shoot at that SU-122 behind the hedge. It is short range. He is concealed, so I need a 4 on my 1 shot. Let's see if he can do it. He does. And it is anti-tank 17 versus your side armor 8, which does not give you an armor save. So it is, I believe it's a 2-up firepower. Yep, 2-up firepower. So let's see what we get here. We got him.
Destroyed.
So that is 1 SU-22 toast. He's well on his way to earning back his 395 points of JadgTiger. Alright, next up, my 3 Panthers are firing. 2 of them didn't move. This guy sidled around. They're all firing at the SU-152 on my right there. It's going to be 5 shots, long range, so he's hit on 3s as a base, hitting on 4s because of long range. So we got 5 shots here, and we got 3 hits. So my primary target takes 2 hits, Sean, and he takes 1.
Okay.
And you can, obviously it's far enough away you can splash, or you can try to swap the hits if you want.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just leave them how they are.
Okay.
So I'll do the 2. Long range, I'm up to 10. Need some 4s.
You need some 4s, yep. Nice!
All right.
So the platoon commander, I guess he's the company commander, is fine. And then can you do it again for the other guy?
Not quite.
No. All right, so that is so those 2 bounced. Boink, boink. And then this guy, 3-up firepower. Oh, bailed out.
All right.
Interesting. All right, so this Panzer IV, this is my company commander. He's been a failure this whole battle. Can he redeem himself? 2 long-range shots because he didn't move at that T-34-85. Now, this is the objective, so it really doesn't give anybody cover. It's just treated as something flat. The cool tank is just there for decoration. So it isn't going to be an open shot, long range, so I'm going to need a couple 4s. Hey, he did redeem himself. So 1 is going to go on the T-34-85 and then 1 onto the butt of that commander. Alright, so due to the facing of Sean's tanks and their turrets, it's a side armor or side hit against the tank. hull, but the turret would be against the front. So for each one of these, and that's true for both of these tanks. So we're going to roll to see where the round hits. So on a 1, 2, 3, do I roll that, Sean, or do you?
Not sure, but
We'll check that. But on 1, 2, 3, it's the bottom, the hull. 4, 5, 6, it hits the turret. So we're going to check to see who actually has to roll that, and we'll be right back. All right, so the firing player, the German player in this case, gets to roll. So I want to hit the hull, so I want a 1, 2, or 3. So that one does hit the hull, and then same thing here, I want a 1, 2, 3. So that one hits the turret. So here your side armor of 5 goes to a 6. So you need a 6 to bounce. So that's a possible bail on here. And then on your front armor, he only has a front armor of 6, which goes to 7, so same thing.
No, I need 4.
You need 4, yeah.
So.
So that one's a pen. So possible bail for the T-34-85. Nope. And then a possible destroyed regular T-34. Yep. So he is gone. All right, so next up, these two Panzer IVs are going to be firing. I've got 2 shots into this T-34-85. With the concealment, I'm hitting on 4s. And we got him 1 time. And then over here, we've got 2 shots hitting on 4s as well. And we got 1 there. So again, we hit both of these tanks once. This time it is quite obviously on front armor for both. So for him, your front armor 7, you need a 5 to bounce. Nice. And then he is front armor 6. So you need a 6 to bounce.
1.
So that's a pen. Let's see that 3 up to destroy. Nope, he is bailed out.
Well, that's a test.
Okay, with the firing phase done, I'm going to try to scoot and shoot with my Panzer IVs. So I need to see a, not that. So they are staying where they are. Okay, so the start of Soviet turn 4. This is turn 4 for you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so we got morale to do. These T-34s are confident, so to get back in your tank, you're going to need a 4 up.
All right, let's do it, guys.
Yes, he does. And since now there are 2 active tanks in that platoon, you don't need a platoon test. And then over here, those guys are fearless, which gives him a 3+ morale to get back in his tank. And he does. All right, so Sean is going to try to blitz his Su-122s on a 4 up. Oh, he feels the sting of the failed blitz. Yeah, recapping Soviet movement. You want to start over here, Sean?
Sure. I'm just following these guys back because I don't need this guy taking shots at him too much, and I don't want to get assaulted exactly. So I'm still trying to stay within 4 inches and within an eye shot of it.
Yeah.
To keep contesting it for as long as I can. Here I'm going to try to, I'll try to gun it out. I don't think the odds are exactly on my side, but maybe get a little lucky here. They'll help me out.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to kill 1 or 2, and the odds will be in favor. And over here,
again, I'll take whatever shots I can, but I'm always setting up for the next turn just because the hand and checks and then the moving rate of fire 1, and these guys really can't come out there and go into all that anti-aircraft gunfire getting turned to the ground. So
yeah.
So hopefully get a little lucky on some shots.
So you're setting it up. So it's interesting dynamic we've got so far because you are really pressing this objective. Really, I only have 4 vehicles over here, and I'm pressing that objective at the same time. So it's going to be a question of who breaks first. That'll be good. All right, so on to Soviet shooting, turn 4. All right, Su-122s into the Panzers. It's gonna Sean's gonna need 7s because I'm base 4 to hit, 5 for concealment, 6 because it's a rate of fire 1 gun that moved, and 7 because of the failed blitz. So let's see some 6s followed by. Oh, you got it. Yeah, we can count that. And then we got to follow that by, I believe, a 5 and 6, 5 or 6. Yes. So that is 1 hit. I believe I cannot stop that.
All right.
So that's a 2+ firepower.
All right.
And that is another Panzer IV. That is really big because now that platoon is testing every turn if it survives. All right, next up, the T-34s are going to be firing. They did not move, so they get the full rate of fire, and they aren't suffering from hen and chicks, so you're hitting on 5s. You want to go with the normal T-34 first?
Yeah, actually, now I think about it, am I able to go ahead and target these trucks?
Oh yeah, you can certainly shoot the trucks instead.
So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll do the 76 onto here.
Okay, all right, so still looking for 5s. Nope.
And I'll do the 85.
Same thing with the 85 millimeter. No.
Yeah, didn't matter either way. Okay. I'll still take that one hit from that one.
Oh yeah, that makes it worth. That was huge, 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 huge. All right, so Sean's battalion commander, that IS-2, long-range open shot into this Panther. So we need to see a 5, and we got a 5. And then it is IS-2. What's the AT on IS-2?
15.
15. Front armor is 10. It goes to 11 for range. So I need a 4 to equal and a 5 or higher to bounce. So a possible bail, Sean, on a 2-up firepower. So he is bailed. All right, those Su-152s are going to be firing into the same platoon. The platoon commander is going to be firing into this bailout guy because it's open, looking for a 5. So let's see another 5. No. And then the other guy, all the Panthers are concealed to him, so he needs a 6 for this shot. Hammer and sickle.
Nope.
I think that one is... Go ahead and re-roll that one. That one's truly cocked. Normally we do majority facing, but when it's you can't tell from directly above, we'll go ahead and do the re-roll. But it didn't help, so those guys are done. All right, we got some scooting and shooting to happen over there. Well, I guess the shooting happened. So, can you scoot on a? Is it 4-up for those guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Trained right here. I'll do a overall commander. Nope.
Nope.
And then I'll do the 152s. Nope.
Nope. All right. So they do not scoot. All right. So that is it for Soviet turn 4. On to German turn 4. So we'll see if we can mount back in on a 4-up. Yes, we do. Then going over here, after remounting is done, we need to take motivation check for the remaining Panzer IV. Otherwise, he runs away. So he sticks around on a 4+. No company commander to help this guy. 2, he is gone. Oh, this battle just got really interesting. Okay, this JadgTiger is going to try to blitz. Let's see that sweet, sweet 3-up. Yes. Okay, recapping German movement. With that successful blitz, the JadgTiger got around the corner, so he can see those Su-122s, but through smoke and hedges, so maybe we'll get a hit there. My infantry moved up so they can assault this turn. Maybe push those guys away from the objective. The Panthers are going to stay put one more turn to try to knock out something over there. And then here, my company commander moved up, so he's within striking distance next turn to contest if he needs to. And these 2 guys pulled back, 1 to make it harder for those guys to murder him, and 2 to get away from that infantry while still contesting the objective. That's the objective there. So that's going to take us to German shooting, turn 4. Okay, so my Panthers are going to be firing. We've got 3 Panthers. None of them move, so it's going to be 6 shots. And we're going to be targeting that Su-155 there on the on my right. So we're looking for 4s because of long range. So we got 4 hits. So a little bit better than last turn. So that's 2 for each. Let's see if you can do some more amazing bounces.
Okay, let's do the commander.
So your front armor is 10 against 14, so you need 4 to equal 5 or higher to bounce. So
1 pen.
1 pen.
Then I'll do this one.
Okay. And 2 bounces. Man, these guys are awesome. So let's see this 1 pen on the company commander. We got him.
So I'm going to go ahead and...
You can try to swap that if you want. Well, if you want to, but...
I'm basically just going to,
Okay.
just so I know who the commander is, which I guess it doesn't really matter in this case, but...
Nah. Alright, next up, the company commander is going to be firing one shot, short range, at that T-34-85. It is not concealed because, again, that's the objective. Looking for that sweet 3-up, and we got it. So again, Sean, it's going to be side armor or turret is going to matter. So 1, 2, 3, I'm hitting the hull, and 4, 5, 6, I'm going to be hitting the front armor of your turret. So we want a low number here. Ah, we hit your turret. So it's front armor 7 against my AT-11. Well, that's a pen. And then 3-up. Got him. Now you are farther than 8 inches away from me, so theoretically that could have been a swap. We should have done it earlier if you want to. On a 3-up, you can totally do that now.
Okay, I'll go ahead and attempt it. 3+.
Okay. So that just kills the platoon commander who can swap.
Okay, with that.
Yeah, you can probably get a shot through here.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and...
But they will be testing, so we'll see if they can stick around. Alright, we checked the line of sight, and I can't really see him from my position. He's completely blocked just where he is. So that T-34-85 is destroyed. Okay, next up, these two AA half-tracks are going to go ahead and fire at this infantry. Really, I can only see him and maybe the guy behind him. They are within 16, so I'm going to be hitting you normally on 3s, but 4s because you were concealed, 5s because you have the scout rule and you did not shoot. So we're looking for some 5s here. And we got 1 5.
Alright, go ahead and do the save, 3+.
He's good. Okay, so the assault phase, I managed to charge. I could only get 5 guys into base contact. 2 guys are out in the open, so Sean is going to fire his 2 main gun shots because they're in front, needing 4s because I'm just out in the open.
What?
1 hit, and
it is a breakthrough gun.
so I need to re-roll a successful save, right? That's breakthrough. So I need both of these to be 3-ups. Whoa. Oh, so 1 guy dies. Okay, so I still have 3 regular MG teams. They can't hurt you because you have Soviets have top armor 2 on these guys. The only guy that can hurt you is this Panzerfaust team right here. Normally he hits on a 3, but he's a small base team, so he is hitting on a 4. Yeah, and he misses. Alright, so Sean's going to try to counterattack with those Su-122s. They're fearless, so they're counterattacking on a 3-up. Let's see it.
Come on, comrades.
Yes, they can. Alright, and that's 2 swings hitting on 4s, I believe. Nada. Alright, then basically my 3 guys I need to counterattack on a 4-up, which I do. Oh, sorry, I rolled your die, but
It's all good.
I'll keep it. Again, those guys are kind of useless. They can't really hurt you. This is the important guy. I need a 4. Maybe I should roll that Soviet die again. Let's see that 4. Oh, got it this time. And then I'll double check the stats real quick. Alright, so it's anti-tank 5 with that Panzerfaust against a top armor of 2. So we need to see a 4 to be safe.
Alright.
So that is 1 destroyed Su-122. Sean might be regretting his decision to stay. Alright, so Sean with his last remaining Su-122 is going to try to stay. So let's see that 3-up counterattack roll. Yeah, he counterattacks and you hit me on a 4. And you killed another team. Alright, then I'm going to try to counterattack. So let's see if we can get that 4. Whoa. No. That paid off for you, Sean. So they've got to break off 6. Alright, so the Germans fell back, so they had to fall back, so they're 6 inches away from the tank. And the tank just, I think, moved, if at all, he's within 4 inches of the objective to contest. So that is it for German turn 4. On to turn 5 for the Soviets and some interesting morale rolls. We'll see what happens. Okay, so first thing, a morale check for these guys over here, this Su-122. They need a 3-up to stay on the field. So let's see that
Okay, this one's got to be from Mother Russia. So
This one, you need this one. No. And there's no reroll, so he drives away. Not for Mother Russia. And over here, this remaining SU-152, he does get a reroll if he needs it, but he needs a 3-up to stay on the table. So let's see it. He stays. There's the hammer and sickle you were looking for. And then over here you have one remaining T-34. He stays on a 4-up.
So he's gone.
He's gone as well.
All right.
All right, start of the Soviet turn. We've got some tempting blitzes here going on. First one, I guess, is your IS-2. He blitzes on a 4+. He does.
Right.
And then over here, I believe the infantry will also try to blitz on a 4-up. And they do as well. All right, recapping Soviet movement for turn 5. I'm going to start over here, Sean.
Yep, so basically it was like a hair where I can actually make it to assault this guy with my remaining IC-152. Gonna move up my commander to see if I can just take some lucky shot and try to blast that one guy away with my breakthrough gun. That's pretty low chance, but here I'm just trying to secure the objective. I mean, I'm all over it, and I think I could cause a break if I destroy these two, right? If those two are eliminated.
If these two are eliminated, right?
Yeah, so I mean, as long as I can hold on over there, which is pretty low, might as well get a position of taking this objective and then maybe killing some guys off, but we'll see.
Sounds good. So on to shooting phase, turn 5.
Can get a 6.
All right, so well, he missed, but the IS-2 is trying to fire at the infantry to punk out that last Panzerfaust, but the one will miss it. All right, next up, these SU-122s, ISU-122s are going to be firing at my company commander. So, we need to check range on that. That's going to be short or long. All right, so it is short range. These guys need 6s. They managed to hit needing 7s last turn, so this is doable. 3 shots, needing 6s. Let's see it, Sean. No, not this time. All right, so the ISU-152 rumbles into assault to crush this infantry. I'm only going to shoot my Panzerfaust. That's the only thing that really matters for defensive fire. Let's see if we can nail this guy, and we don't. I think we needed a 4 or 5. So, Sean, you've got one 4-up swing to kill a team.
All right.
And you got one. So he is dead. He's going to go ahead and swap him with that guy. And then I need to counterattack on a 4-up. No. So we got to break off again. Your gamble paid off. All right, so the infantry broke off, sitting on the objective, and that SU-152 moved, so he is now contesting. So that is it for the Soviet turn. On to German turn 5. Okay, I need to unpin my infantry. Let's see. Another 4-up. No, they stay put. All right, recapping German movement. The JadgTiger has moved around to put some fire onto that remaining SU-152, while the infantry stayed pinned, unfortunately. Over here, these Panthers drove around to put some fire onto those 122s. Company commander moved so the 122s can't see him, but he can still shoot machine guns. And these guys are bravely going to do 2 things: contest and shoot their full rate of fire machine guns into that infantry. So on to shooting. All right, I'm going to start here. It's 12 shots. Shooting the infantry. Needing 5s. I need 5 of these to pin you, Sean. Do you think I'm going to get it? I'm hoping. I'm going to say yes. No. How about just 1? All right, so we'll target that closest guy if you want to make a save.
Too close to swap it, right?
No, you're outside of 4, so you can try swap.
Okay, I'm gonna try to swap it to. I'll try to swap to this guy. Right? Can you see these guys? One of these guys.
Yeah. Those are wrecks, so you can see through. Let's try that again.
Nope.
No, can't swap. So 3-up save. No. We got only one hit, but it's an effective hit and kills one. Next up, this guy's in short range of these infantry, so we're looking for 3 shots, hitting on 5s. So we get nothing. Next up, my 3 Panthers are firing at the 122s here. Base of a 3, 4 for range, 5 for concealment. Here's where we need to see some 5s. We got 2 5s. So we're going to put one on the platoon commander and the other one right, so like here and here.
Okay.
So it's 14 versus your front armor 11 for long range, is that right?
No, it'll be 10.
10 and then, is it base 10?
It's 9.
Base 9, okay, so 10 versus 14. So you need a 5 to bounce. So if you want to do this guy first. So that's a pen.
Middle guy.
And middle guy is a pen, no. So this guy on my right, 3 up, is dead. Middle guy is bailed out. Alright, the JadgTiger is firing his gun for a second time this game. 1 shot through concealment at that ISU 152, needing a 4. We miss. So that's it for my turn. I don't have any assaults because my infantry is pinned. So I didn't do as much as I wanted, but crucially, I knocked out one of those 122, ISU 122s over there, and bailed out the other. If he gets back in, Sean's in a pretty happy place. If he doesn't get back in, then things might go a little bit different, but we'll see. All right, so on to Soviet turn 6. Alright, so first Sean's going to try to remount on a 3 up. So let's see that. No. So now this unit is in poor spirits, so they run, well they stay on a 3 up. 1 or 2 they run away. Oh no, oh no. And there's no one around to give them reroll because battalion commander's all the way over there. Alright, next up, this SU 152, does he stick around on a 3 up? He sticks around. So he likes it. Alright, so in the movement phase, Sean's going to try to blitz his IS-2. So let's see that 4 up. Hey, he blitzes. Okay, recapping Soviet movement. Sean's IS-2 battalion commander ended up over there. Not quite on the flank of the JadgTiger, but getting close. And then over here, his infantry is charging. They'll try to shoot up those trucks, see if they can make something happen. So on to Russian shooting phase. Alright, so Sean's got 7 teams that can shoot these guys, needing 4s to hit. They're ready to fire 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4s. Alright, so that's nice. Looks like 5 hits. So which one do you want to have 3?
I guess I'll just go to this one with 3.
Okay. I can't swap or anything. So it's, what's your anti-tank?
Rifle machine guns, is that?
And I'll go ahead and roll it while Sean looks up. But here, basically, we want to avoid...
Anti-tank 2.
Anti-tank 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So my sidearm is 0. 1s will pen, 2 will possible bail, 3 or higher will bounce. So that bounces the guy that got 3 hits. Oops. And then this guy is a possible bail on a 6.
All right.
Let me see a 6 here. No, close. If only it was a 50 cal. Alright, so that IS-2 is going to be firing at the infantry with his main gun. He's looking for a 6 because he moved and I'm gone to ground and concealed. Oh. And then your ISU 152, do you want him to fire?
No, he'll go ahead and just stay.
He'll just stay, okay. Alright, so Sean's whole platoon got into assault. I do get 12 shots in defensive fire though, so if I get 5 of these hits, I can repel the assault. I really need to repel the assault, or else he's going to be able to dig in right here on the objective. Alright, so here we go. 12 shots, looking for 3s because he is trained. Oh, that looks like a terrible roll. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, just got it.
Oh,
Right there.
there's a hidden 4. So that's 5 saves. These are all the same teams, right?
Yeah.
So if you just want to roll 5 dice and pull whoever you want, I don't really care for that.
Okay.
So
3 down.
3 die, and then he's got to break off. All right, so recapping the turn, Sean, how'd you think that went?
That was almost made it.
Almost made it. Yeah. You almost made it through the defensive fire.
Yeah, learn to keep your heads down, but yeah.
So you are contesting there. I'm contesting over there. So it's really still a close game, but you are running short on heavy armor. So we're going to go into German turn 6. Alright, first thing in my turn, I need to try to unpin my infantry. Can I unpin them on a 4-up? Yes, I can. Alright, these guys are going to try to do some more damage to this pinned infantry platoon. They're just going to shoot at the guys out in the open. They moved and shot last turn, so I'm just hitting them on 3s. Before I do that, though, let's recap my movement. Panthers, they moved over to provide support just in case something really bad happens with the AA. The Panzer IV company commander did a terrain dash over to that objective, and then over there the infantry managed to unpin, so they moved into assault range of that Su-152 if it is needed. So now over here, 12 shots into the infantry, hitting on 3s. So that is, I think that is statistically average. That is 8 hits. There are 5 teams left. So 3 teams will get 2 hits each. So let's do 2, 2, 2, and then 1 for those other 2 teams.
Okay, I'll start here and then move back. They're dead.
Okay, and this guy.
Dead. And then I will.
This guy needs 3.
Oh, 3.
Sure.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Sorry, not 3. And then 1 for each one of these 2.
Okay. Closest to you.
Good.
Closest to me. So
Oh.
only the commander's dead.
Wow, only the commander survived. That was insanely productive machine gun shooting. All right, 2 Panthers, short range, concealment, so hitting on 4s. So 1 hit there, and then this guy's long range, hitting on 5s, same target. So we got 2 more hits. So this guy needs 3 more saves, Sean, to survive. I'm gonna roll out here.
Yeah. Dead.
Oh, he's dead. And with that, this flank collapses. All right, next up, the JadgTiger is going to be firing. So he's going to rotate to face the IS-2. 2 shots looking for 3s because it's a wide open shot. We got 1 hit. It is AT-17 versus your front armor 10.
Yep.
So straight to firepower, 2+. Of course. So he is bailed out. All right, and then with that, we go into the assault phase. These guys, I did have them there to assault the 152, but I don't need to. They're just going to assault, capture that tank. There's nothing Sean can do about that. And then your company or your battalion is broken, right? Because you only have 1.
Yep.
He's
staying on the board.
So then you would auto fail at the end turn. So that is game. So Sean, thank you very much.
Good game.
Good game. That was a very good game. All right, we're going to set up for a quick post-game show. But all right, guys, there you go. That was the Soviets versus the Germans. We figured it was somewhere probably in Poland that this happened, since we had a JadgTiger. It's pretty late in the war. But the Germans managed to come out on top with a very deceptive 8-1 victory. As an 8-1 victory, but it was very close there for a while. So what did you think, Sean, of the battle?
It was good. I think I was holding on a lot longer than I should have, because I think the only way I could really win was a big string of some lucky rolls all on one side of the board. So yeah, just hanging on as long as possible, basically.
Well, it really hurt when your ISU 122s ran away.
Yeah.
I got lucky long range hits with the Panthers, bailed 1, destroyed 1. you failed the bail and you failed the
Fearless.
the fearless unit check.
Guards didn't want to stick around.
If that had happened, you might have been able to get that objective sooner than I could have cleaned up that objective, but it would have been close. Because then you could have shot at the AA trucks and your infantry might have been able to make the assault, and then I'd have to feed my Panthers in piecemeal. So it could have quickly changed, I think. Overall, my German list, I'm not a German player, so I kind of threw this together. I knew Sean had a heavy tank company, but I didn't know exactly what was going to be in it or what the Soviets could really do. But I figured Panthers, Panzer IVs, and a centerpiece might be able to do it, and it seemed to work pretty well. I lost the Panzer IVs, but that was about it. They did what they needed to do. They held that objective for a while. But man, those AA half-tracks, those things were awesome.
Yeah, they just weren't worth shooting, so they were easy to stay alive, because I couldn't really have, I didn't want those 4 and 6 shots from the Panzer IVs keep raining down on me, so
Right.
I couldn't really go after them.
Yeah, and then that last turn of shooting, they killed everybody. Well, all but one stand.
Yeah.
With machine gun fire. Oh, that was ugly. So I started out pretty bad. I was failing all of my blitz rolls, but was able to bring it around. So if you had an MVP for your side, who would it be? That's kind of a tough call.
It's basically, it'd probably be the T-34s. They didn't really dish out a lot, but they were just taking a lot of hits. And they did the most movement, and I think they dictated what was going to happen the most over here. And then the 122s there, I almost lost like 3 turns earlier if they didn't rally and knock the infantry back.
Yeah, you got really lucky with the morale and stuff over there for that 1 or 2 turns. Yeah, that was. I would say that move kind of surprised me. That was a very bold move, and I know we were going to play bold, but it seemed to work well. You got those T-34s in behind me. You were able to knock out the Panzer IVs. So your plan over there was kind of going the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, I should have followed up with everything else, because I kind of moved the infantry up to where the Panthers in the middle, but then I ended up moving them back. I really shouldn't have done that, and then back over. So I wasted a lot of their movement around, and I didn't really follow up with the 122s very quickly. So they were really aggressive and taking a lot of hits. So I think I should have moved a lot more up at one time.
Yeah, so if the infantry had been up 1 turn earlier and been able to support while you still had more T-34s, that could have been a lot more different over there.
So I've been making that mistake sometimes. I'll get used to them a little bit more where I'm not fully aggressive, so I'm sending things piecemeal.
Well, and then I tried to be aggressive as well. One of the things I find that I don't necessarily like sometimes is like in free-for-all, one person is like the de facto attacker anyway. Like you're attacking me, and then the Germans just sit back and try to pick you all off. So I tried to at least be somewhat aggressive by bringing up my infantry and the JadgTiger. Did you expect that move on that side, bringing out the infantry against heavy assault guns?
I thought eventually you're going to move the JadgTiger out just because it's so expensive, and I'm obviously going to hide from it the whole time. So it doesn't hurt because I can almost not destroy it with as long as you move up slow.
Yeah.
There's not much I can do to it. So.
And I figure if he moves up with the infantry can help at least try to prevent you from getting side shots.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to call up the half tracks at one point, just because they're hard to defend, but they're fast anyways. I mean, my infantry bounced around with 2 mistakes, but still made it back here in time.
Yeah, the infantry on foot go 8 inches. If they hop in their half track, they're going 10. So those 2 extra inches, you've got all your eggs in one basket. You blow up one, and you could kill them. Just wasn't worth it to me. But as far as an MVP for me, I would say either my AA guns were pretty awesome, or the infantry that ended up winning me the game. They performed pretty well. So in hindsight, besides bringing those guys in differently, would you have done anything different in this battle, deployment-wise, or anything like that?
I think I went too heavy on the heavy assault guns in one spot with IS-2, because basically, probably wherever I bunch up the most heavy armor, that's where the JadgTiger will go.
Yeah.
So maybe I should have concentrated more on the center and going left or right in the attack, and then concentrated the attack more, because I had a lot just sitting here mid-board and then all the way on my right flank, not doing anything for a long time, and then all the work was being done over here, and they could have used a little bit more help. on the attack.
Yeah, yeah. If I were to change any part of your strategy, it'd be the stuff you put in the middle. Those 152s, pretty much. That was a losing battle gunfight with the Panthers, I thought, from the get-go.
Yeah, there I was just gonna try to move the hits from the commander onto them and just try to take some.
Try to take some
Just
out.
because I was like, no one's doing anything, so at least they need to either try and get killed or something. But yeah, I was hoping to keep them in the center just so the Panthers didn't want to, do a lot of this, move over and expose their flank when they're coming this way. But it's rough not being able to move and shoot those guys.
Yeah, yeah. So there still are a lot of penalties playing the Soviets, I think. And then when you have AT-14 and AT-17 with the JadgTiger, that heavy armor still doesn't save you. I mean, you did save the Panthers. You bounced 3 or 4 Panther hits at long range off those 152s, which was really good. But in the end, it really didn't matter.
Yeah, so good thing Mark told me not to build. I was going to almost 6 or 9 of those, and he said they're just going to frustrate me. So I think I might snap those barrels off and put the 122s because it's rough not being able to move and shoot. And then blitzing on a 4+ is, I mean, I'll try it, but it's not reliable.
It's not reliable, yeah. Yeah, and plus you'd be stacking another +1 to your hit. It's just. But yeah, so there you go, guys. That was a German victory, late war. Sean, thank you for coming and bringing your beautiful army. It's always a pleasure to see your painting. It's fantastic. Your Russians did not disappoint. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Oh, I guess I should thank Jacob D as well from our group. He loaned me his German army, so I really, again, didn't paint anything. So thanks, Jacob. But there you go, guys. That is Flames of War, Late War, Germans versus Russians. As always, thanks for watching. Please check us out on Facebook at All Miniatures Great and Small. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think of the battle, what we could have done differently, any rules errors we made. We'd like to hear those too. And as I said, thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.